Hey y'all, it's me, Niecy Lynn. This is the 26th of May, 2023. This is Flosstube number 177. This is the stripped bare episode. I took all my Noahs down and I'm going to try to get the house decorated, and that's what all this fun is about. That's we're going to look at some of that today. Because I didn't get a lot of stitching done this week. I played Tom Sawyer and stained my fence on the front of the house. And because I can't use a pump sprayer because I'm afraid I'll get it on the house, and I can't use a roller because it flicks it all over you. I can't stand to paint with a roller. So I painted all the front of my fence with a roller, with like a paint, just a paintbrush. So I was out there this week being Tom Sawyer, and that's all right. It got done. That's what I wanted. It looks so much better. It was overdue. Let's see if I can find a picture of it here to show. Here we go. So you can see on both sides, I got my fence stained. So yay for that. That's nice. So that makes me happy. I got my flower beds mulched and my fence stained. So that was something this week that took up a lot of time. And we've just had a lot going on. I had to go to Mama's on a rush one day when I hadn't planned on going, so I had to move all my plans around because, of course, she calls me when she's out of toilet paper, not when she's nearly out. And I've tried just having it sent at a certain time, but then she has too much, so when I just run it over there. So my cousin was with me, so we went and she bought us lunch, which was so super sweet, and then we enjoyed the morning with her. And I made a little tassel charm for her daughter's graduation hat, so she could have a little pic of her mama in it, which would be Miranda, who graduted's grandma, in there. So if you haven't seen those are really cute and super sweet. So we got some good things accomplished this week, but not a ton of stitching. So I just have 3 whips that I worked on this week. And I know y'all all laugh because I talk so fast, but I'll try to slow down. This is my Permit of Copenhagen. It was in the box from Nancy, and it just looked so calm and beautiful that I wanted to switch it. It's 1/1 on what I believe is Hardanger, if I'm not mistaken. And I've just got my little color run out to the side here. So I got my house done. I don't think I'd done this gray or this sand color over here. Y'all please don't look at my fingernails because I did not get them done this week. They look horrible, all chippy, but I love this stitch. It's super sweet. It is a little hard to see because you get used to seeing the charts with color. I remember the first time I stitched on chart with color, I thought it was harder to stitch than a chart that was all black and white symbols, but after I'm used to that, now that is to me much more difficult. So you can kind of see there's the picture and there's where I'm at. So it's coming along real fast. I mean, I'm super pleased with it. It's so fun. It is 1/1 with, so it's small because it's 22 count. So, but it's so cute and it's been so fun to work on it. Like I said, it's a little hard to get used to the symbols after you're not used to the symbols anymore. So, and then I worked a tiny bit on Halloween rules. And I mean just a tiny bit. I also had questions, comments, and thank y'all all for your sweet comments about Micah and the girls moving off. Granny's Life and Ann and Mary and Kathy and Lynn and Georgianne and Nanette, Allison, Nancy, Mary, Susie Stitches, Christine, 104L, Kelly and Loretta. Thank y'all so much. And there were many other y'all that, sent all the kind of love and support. It's gonna be hard, but we'll have fun. And Micah's in the office right now on a phone call. The listing went live last night at like 8:30, and she has a showing at 10 and 11:45 already. So it may go fast. I worked on my Lizzie Kate rules, and y'all know I'm doing the whole long piece here. and I forgot to get my board, so we're just gonna have to hold up the 3 things I worked on, but it's okay. So I'm working on right now, I'm at Carve a Pumpkin. So I feel like that's pretty good. I've made pretty good progress on him. It's all the call for DMCs. There are a couple of ones that I've switched out. I am keeping track of what and where I switched. So if anybody else wants to switch out something, they can. I'm going to just put the little needle right there because I got sleepy the other night and just set this down. So here is the whole thing. The header is a free download, and the edging here. But so we have wear a costume, eat candy, visit a haunted house, scare a crow, and then I'm at Carve a Pumpkin, and I've got part of pumpkin done. I got this pumpkin finished, some grass and the star, and then I brought my border down to make sure. I'm trying to make sure I do my border as I go. That way, when I get done, I won't have to go back and do the whole boring border all the way around. So, but I'm super pleased with how it's coming out. It's so cute. This is the one I know this is one of the ones I switched. I used a 40-20 here. This white is that flochet thread that is so nice and gets such good coverage. And then, oh, these guys here, I think. Maybe these guys. Let's see if I can find my note. Okay, the vein on the leaf is 30-13. So maybe that one's not. This one here had to get changed because it didn't show up on mine. But it looks like I used something else for this. And I don't know what that would have been because I didn't know I had another. Oh, moss. Those leaves are moss. And I better write that on here or I will forget. So I'm just keeping a little sticky note in here of when I change out what, so that I can make note of it. But it's mainly the call for DMCs or what I've used. I had a couple of no sleep nights, getting ready for this, and also James Williamson he's been getting up at 3:30 because they've had concrete pours at 5. So I think the combination of worrying that he'll oversleep and worrying that he'll act up, but while everybody's here, has me stressed out. CJ's friends, some of them are coming in from other states. They'll be here. I'm super excited to see them. I haven't seen them in a long time. All the rest are just coming down from Dallas-Fort Worth area. All my family will be here. James Williams, most of his family will be here. So super fun, super excited, but also nervous. And then I worked on my eyebrows. You know, y'all know I left last Friday and had Seiji touch up my eyebrows. And so right now they're at, I think most of the scabs are falling off, but now I have a couple of naked looking places, but that's just part of the process. So this part right here isn't showing as much and all, so they look a little weird, but that's just the way it does. And now they're itchy. But this week when they're scabby, they look so gross. It's just disgusting. And so I've been trying to avoid seeing too many people face to face because Lord have mercy. Look like a hot mess. And Michelle, Corpus Christi cross stitcher. I skipped to the bird. I talked last week that I just wanted to stitch the bird and the little bird on Pink Sparrow sampler. And so I just did. So this is Pink Sparrow sampler. Daylene, who is so grateful, sent it to me. If you have not watched her, you're missing out. She is fabulous and funny and sweet, and her cameras, her pictures, stuff are so beautiful. She did it, I think, in the call fours. She did stitch it for a relative, if I remember right. But I love, love, love it. Love it. And so she got done and sent it to me, and I have been stinking loving this thing. It is so cute. Hang on, I've got it all tangled up here. Or folded up, I should say, and then the threads are on top of it. Okay. Okay, here we go. So I'd had my border finished and this cross piece. And so that allowed me to jump to my beautiful pink sparrow. It is beautiful, and I'm doing it all in my Wicked Stepmother colors. So none of this was here. This was all empty last week. So as you can see, this has been, I've worked on this more than anything. So I got the little bird done and the little branch that it's sitting on. And it is so dang cute. The little bird, the main color is Run Run Rudolph, I think. Yes, Run Run Rudolph. A couple of y'all had asked about the colors. I've got Run Run Rudolph. I've got Paper Roses, Figgy Pudding, Holly Jolly Christmas, Autumn Sweater, Blueberry Winter, Green River, Lavender's Blue, Mrs. Brown, Barbie Girl, Harvest Moon, Falling Leaves, and Woolly Swamp. And I am loving this thing. It is, it's easy to read, it's easy to see. I've got it on a piece of 30 count pecan shortbread. And I could not be happier with it. I just love it. Let me see if I can, I don't know if I can hold them both up at the same time. Because you can just see, I just brightened it up a little bit. More like suits me. I'm not a real muted, calm person, colors or otherwise. So, and then of course, this is the 26th, so next Friday? No, the next week. Annie and I go to the DMV. Yes, all y'all chimed in that the DMV in most of your states is insanity, and that some of y'all go 8 years without having to renew your driver's license. Most of y'all were 4 or 5. Some, the longest I got was 8. And most of you, the longest you can go without a pick is like us, without redoing your pick, is 10 years. So you have to redo it every 10 years. So, but other than that, you can renew online. Somewhere, I think it was California, that said you can renew online if, because theirs every 5 years, and you can renew online if you haven't had any tickets or moving violations. So I thought that was interesting that they put that caveat in there. I guess it's kind of an incentive, because boy, that'd make me not think about it. I am not wanting to go to the DMV if I don't have to, or any kind of government office. Let's be honest. Any kind of any office. Let's be honest. I am not wanting to go in there. I ain't wanting to see nobody. I ain't want to talk to them. I have better things to do, and I plan on doing them. So those are all my whips this week. I did get these two beautiful colors from A Wicked Stepmother, and here it is. If I hold it up close enough, I think you can see her email. She's on Etsy. There we go. A Wicked Stepmother on Etsy. And there is Frankie's email right there. And she sent me these two colors, and one of them is very close to my fingernail. Oh my gosh, y'all, I did not put that in. You should put your fabric in the container, in the project bag. My beautiful project bag from Patty Pan. Thank you, Patty Pan. I love it. Do I have a piece of anything white around here? Here we go. Look at here. right. This is from a Wicked Stepmother. This is her Nutcracker, which is beautiful, kind of a, I would call it a sand kind of colored. And then this is At Last. At last, our love has come along. Look at that, it is beautiful. I love those. Thank you so much, Frankie and Rhonda. They are gorgeous. I cannot wait to use that. So pretty. That made my week this week to open that up and that be out there in the mail. I've got to have the girls' son this week, and I didn't get to have Cash yesterday because I was painting the fence, so that made me super sad. But I got half the fence painted, and I thought I had enough stain, but I did not. So then I had to wait to go get more stain. But then the next day when I was gonna paint, it rained. So then you're not supposed to paint. So I didn't get to paint that day. So then I had to wait till the next day. So I've had half the front of the house fence stained and the other half not, so it looked like insanity. But now all that is rectified. So that's good. And April Shetland, Michelle, Leslie, thank y'all so much for your sweet things you said in your comments. And Viv, thank you for helping, for working with the elderly. I have missed you. Stitch and Love says, okay, the little tiny hoops that I showed last week from Janet, and she said she designed that little cardinal herself. It is so cute. Stitch and Love says they're from Hobby Lobby, and that Java Girl in her number 66 episode, she has Heart in Hand Square Dance and some of the little Primrose Cottage things fit in the little hoops, little tiny hoops. So I've got to look at those at Hobby Lobby because that is so cute. Cindy and Linda, they got the 2 good visits at the DMV this year, so they're up. If you're looking for one, they're already up, so you're going to have a bad experience at the DMV because those were already taken. Richard Allen said his daddy is 91 years old, and instead of buying new ink, he just goes and buys a new printer and donates chunks to the other one because it's true. It's cheaper to buy a new printer than buy ink. It's ridiculous. I don't even understand what's going on with that, but anywho, but okay, we're gonna see all this back here. I've taken all that. I put my Noah's back in there. I have to take my wreath down, change out the quilt. This quilt was pieced by my grandma, and then it was quilted by James Williams' mama, Billy. So this one is what will go down now. This is my Around the World, and it has had so much abuse and love over the years, but it was made by my granny, who would be my great granny. It's my daddy's grandma. She was my daddy's grandma. I was the last grandkid to get one. I think little Tommy maybe. I think Tom may have got some kind of a quilt top, but I don't know that. I'm not sure about that. But I just got a quilt top too. I did not get it quilted because my mama that pieced this one quilted this one for me. So you can see, and you can see, like I said, it's had lots of, but it's hand quilted on the back, and then it's Around the World in little different ginghams, checks. And she loved gingham. She always had on a gingham, like house dress is what she wore every day. It zipped up the front. She made them all. And she loved gingham, and so she always had them like this. So it is a little, I guess it's a 1 inch, and Daleen or Nell, Darlie, Miss Ann, and some of y'all gonna have to chime in. I think this is Around the World and probably in a 1 inch or a 1/2 inch square. I don't know. I would say maybe it started out being a 1 inch square. I love it. I've shown it several times, but somebody always asks about it. So it is super old because I got it when I was born. The top, she made the top when my mama was pregnant with me. So it will go back here. And like I said, it has, you can see how faded it is because it's set in the house in displays where the sun came in. In this house, there's solar screens on everything. So we don't have to worry about that so much, but all this will get switched out. I thought we would go through some of these real quick as I take them out to decorate. And some of them I'll probably be able to remember the name of, some of them I won't. This is Welcome Summer by the Drawn Thread. I love it. I display these. I've done all 4, and I display them on my primitive toolbox. it is beautiful. Look at that bee skip. Love it, love it, love it. Shadow and my niece and my nephew-in-law have been, they set up they have a beehive. And they have been going and getting bees. People have been calling to come get the bees. And they have 3 lately that they've gone to that have been like super volatile and Africanized. So it's definitely becoming an issue down here. I don't know about other places, but the bees were just instantly, insanely aggressive, no matter what. They've managed to move tons of others and done fine, but they have come across 3 in the last week or so that have just been nuts. So that is a concern. These, I believe, are by Little House Needleworks. They are, I don't think they're Country Cottage. I think they're Little House, but I may be wrong. This is Long May She Wave. This is Land of the Free and Home of the Brave. I love these. I display them all summer. So all this decor will go up today. This is usually the day I switch. Usually I do it during the week this week, but I just got to do another stuff. This is a piece of chicken scratch or tender embroidery that I did forever ago, and I love it, and it goes out every year. It's just done a piece of stitching on gingham. So it's beautiful and fabulous. I love it. This maybe my brain wants to say pickle barrel. I'm not sure. I tend to take this out and turn it into a drum. Be humble, be kind, be loving, be you. Or like a wrap around a spool or something. But I love it. I did change the flag to a Texas flag. So, because that's just how we are here. This was a exchange in, which I never do remember. I never do get in on anymore. I don't know how I used to always get in on stitch exchanges, or I've done it, I think, once or twice. And I loved it, but now I can't figure out how to get on them anymore. Somehow I miss it nowadays. And I can't remember who stitched it. I think one of y'all said one time you stitched it, but it's so beautiful. Oh, say, can you see? I love it. Look at that. It is famous. They chose this perfect little fabric to go with it, with that mustard house. It is gorgeous. And this is, I just have them in a big tub, and they have paper and stuff between them. This is Lady Liberty by Blackbird. It's not called for stitching on Ada, but at the time I mainly stitched on Ada, and so I stitched it and FFO'd it. As you can see, it's not perfect FFOing, but I believe using the called fors. This has been re-released. It is available. You can get Land of Liberty. Okay, this is the Patriotic Houses by Waxing Moon. Anne finished it for me, so it's finished. It's FFO'd to perfection. I love it. I pushed them together. The episode where I'm holding this is in 2020. So you can go back probably in 2020 or 2021, just look at the video covers, and I'm probably holding it, and it tells what color I used and how many stitches and all this. But I love that thing. Okay, this is Uncle Sam, and he goes in here, okay? This is a Blackbird Designs, and you're supposed to stitch it in this little hat, and then he sits in here like this. I stitched it in 2021 and just finished it the best I could. It looks fine. I think I did. I don't think they have satin stitches called for there, but I love it. And then when you store it, you know, it just goes like this inside here. I usually, because I love seeing my Uncle Sam hat, and the directions tell you what pieces to get to make this. And I usually just sit him on top or prop him on it like this. But I love him. And that's Uncle Sam by Blackbird Designs. This is with a needle and thread. I can't think what it's called. But it came with some trim and this on the outside. It is beautiful. And then it tells you what to get to make the little. Now see, if I was smart, I would have what it was written on the bottom here or here. But, you know, the proof's in the pudding. But you can see his wings are Smyrna crosses. So pretty. So loving that one, always. Let's see what else we got in here. Okay, we've got my Blackbird stockings. Now these are done with, I did these, the ones that are just a couple colors, with my threads, sulky threads. I just took designs from lots of months. And so you'd have to look and see which one it was, because I just changed them all to be red, white, and blue because I wanted to have them on my little tree. So cute. I think this is a Halloween one, actually. I think that one may be an April one because it's supposed to be a carnation. Most of these looks like I stitched in 2020. So, oh, there's one more. And this one I think is in the maybe July book for them. But you know, they're the Blackbird Designs and they're all stockings and they are by month. There's one for every month and each one has 3 stocking designs in it. And so I did those 2020 and 2021. It looks like I got on a tear and got most of these done. But of course, you know, as you know, we were all sitting at home doing nothing in 2020, trying not to die. So that's where I put the 2020 in that little part of the design on this one. So all of them have the year. I try to put the year and my initials on there. This is Liberty. Usually I put it on an antique grater, like a little hand grater plane thing. It may be heart and hand. I don't know. I could go back and look. Like I said, on most of these, if you'll look in 2021, I'm holding up it when I finish it. So you can probably check in that video and see. Okay, these are some of my beautiful cards from Anne that Anne has sent me over the years, and then I display them usually in my tiered tray and other things. So they go in the box with these other things. This is a Blackbird's design, and I can't think what it's called. I believe it is in the book. It's in one of the books, one of the Patriotic books. I think it's in there. I'm sure I changed probably the colors because that's what I do. Here again, if you just flip through, you can probably see me holding it, and on that one, I'll probably tell the colors and things. If you can't find it, holler. Okay, this is a Blackbird. I think it may be called Le Poulet. Maybe Le Poulet. I did it on a piece of that Petit Point fabric that I love, love, love. Yeah, I love stitch on that. So cute. And before I forget, Van Accessible, I am praying for your grandbaby. Her grandbaby is 2.5 months old and is in NICU and has been in there. So I will be praying for your grandbaby and everybody else, y'all too. And Linda Sue, I'm praying for your move because that is hard. Kim S, I do have the Needlework Press Noah that they're all in silhouette. Good Glad Tidings of Good Cheer or something. I have that one too, and I have not got it stitched yet. Let's see what else is in here. Oh, this is July 4th. I think this is a heart and hand maybe. But I hang it on the door of a little house. What we got in here? Okay, we've got I'm getting them mixed up now. Be Brave here, and this is by Shepherd's Bush. So cute. I love this. I love all their little stitches like this. This is Liberty. I can't remember whose it is. I should have written it on the back and I didn't, but I love it. This is Betsy Ross. She is Little House Needleworks. So there you can see her name there. And I guess I should have put a bigger surround on her. I finish like Kathy Haberman does. And you know, most of the time I would just cut a little slit in the back and turn it and then stitch up my little slit. And that way I don't have any weird places. My little hummingbirds is everywhere today. I don't have any weird places around the edge. This is Liberty by who knows who. It was one when I did an FFO Palooza that got finished. This is Flag by Shepherd's Bush. I love this guy. He is so cute. Look at him with his little hat. Adorable. This is America 1776. I have no clue. No clue who that was. Let's see who else is in here. There's my welcome door. Let's see. Right over here. This is that little, I think it's supposed to be a jewelry box, but I got it at the resale for next to nothing at the junk store. And I hang that on there like that. So always keep your eye open for creative ways to hang things. Ooh. See if there's some big pieces in the bottom that I'm missing before I give up here. Oh, there is. This is Flag of Stars by Bank Creek. It is a kit. It comes with the fabric and the threads, if I'm not mistaken, because you use the big thread. Love it. Love that one. Let's see who else. Oh. And did I write what's on there? No, of course I didn't. This is a Blackbird Designs. Benita sent it to me. It has since been released in one of the books, I think. I just stuck it in this frame. I think I ordered this frame from the place online. Here again, when I'm holding this in one of the cover pictures, you can go back and probably get all the particulars. I'm sure I didn't use the called fors because I'm prone to that. I believe this is a piece of either ancient or relic. I picture this plus that this is on. Love it. Love, love, love it. And I think that may be everybody in there. Let's see what else we have on questions and comments. Oh, Faith said, now I'm ready the next thing I need to do. Lord have mercy, don't pay for me. Okay. That this is called Michael's Prayer, M-Y-C-H-A-L-S. And he was a chaplain and a first responder, and he was the first recorded fatality, announced fatality in the 9/11 attacks. So, Lord, send me where you want me to go. Let me meet folks you want me to know. Tell me the words you want me to say, and tenderly keep me out of your way. Michael Judge. And that is his prayer by Silver Creek Samplers. Oh, look, and look here. This one here, this is one of the ones from last week. And this, you can see it done in another colorway. This is the March of the Daffodils. And then here it is done in red and blue. So I did mine in red and blue to hang on my little tree. So that was some last week's. Sherry, I forgot to tell you about, okay, the 7-layer dip. Let me see if I can get it right in my head. Some people do bean dip. I do a layer of refried beans on the bottom. So you got refried beans. You've got, and I don't know that it really matters except that you don't want your wet stuff on the top, right? So you got refried beans, and then you take a, that size container. Yes, it's bigger than a cup. So the next size is a 12 or 16 ounce container of cottage cheese. Not cottage cheese, my gosh, sour cream. And you take a thing of taco seasoning. I use the low sodium, and you mix it up in there and you put it on top. And then you put a layer of guacamole on top. You can use the one that's already mixed up, like guacamole dip, because you don't want it to turn. But if you do make your own guacamole, which I usually make my own guacamole, I crush up avocados and put salsa in there. Is the fastest way I make it. And then you can add a little garlic, salt, and pepper and like that and see what you think. But it's just easy to get the guacamole dip and put it on top, and then you're done. That's 3. You have, then up at the top, you're gonna do cheese on the very top, tomatoes right under that, lettuce. What else do we have? Refried beans. We have sour cream. We have guacamole. Then, so what is the one layer I'm missing? Oh, the layer of Rotel. Okay, some people put a layer of like tomatoes. I use Rotel usually. I used to put Rotel in there. If you take your Rotel and drain it real good, just press most of the water out of it, and then put it on top of your dips like that. And then, am I forgetting something? Oh, olives, black olives. You can leave those out if you don't want to, if you don't want to put those on there. So you do your refried beans, you do your sour cream with the taco seasoning packet stirred in it. You put your guacamole dip on next. I drain out my my Rotel tomatoes. You know what I'm talking about, Rotel tomatoes? Everywhere has those, right? It's like tomatoes with green chilies in it. So I drain those out and put it on next, because that's my tomato layer, because you want a layer of some kind of tomatoes. And then you have lettuce, cheese, and black olives. I probably skipped something, but you can look it up, 7-layer dip. I mean, there's probably a million ways to do it, probably way better than mine. Okay, Charles, when he was laughing because the baby said she wanted some orange cheese, yellow cheese, she didn't want a white cheese. I did not know this. He said sometime in the 17th, 18th century that a farmer entering one of his cheeses in a contest decided to add carrot juice, and that's what was the beginning of cheese being colored like a brighter orange color, which I thought was fascinating. I love that. And I'm with you, Charles. How in the world did he juice a carrot without a juicer? I mean, okay, you can stomp on grapes and fruit and things like that. Listen, I've had carrots sitting a long time and ain't no juice ever come out of them. So I need to know. This is gonna be a deep dive, Charles. I'm deep diving on this one because I need to know what's up with that. Okay, last week's shares. And I'm hurrying y'all. I know I am today. I'm talking so fast. Y'all may have to slow me down with your speed thing. Okay, last week's shares are, let me get them all in the right order. Okay. Cheryl R. And if y'all email me at niecelyn@yahoo, nothing got mailed out this week and I did not get my emails done. So if you emailed me last week, don't give up on me. I will get it done probably Tuesday. But Cheryl R. This one is Fear Not, and so it was Flowers by Lottie Da. Cleta Waldron, if you'll email me. This is Be of Good Cheer by Scarlet House. It is beautiful. Look at that. Barb Yerke, if you'll email me. March Blackbird Designs goes to Mary Boylott or Boye, whichever you say it. I love it. This is Angel, yes, M.A.D. Watson, if you will email me. And also, Joanna Langberg, if you will email me. You were so fun with your Go Big Red, University of Indiana. So if you will email me, I want to send you that University of Indiana because you just tickled me with your, that's for Indiana, Go Big Red. So that just made my day. Then Who have I not heard from? I don't think, Lord, I have a whole bunch. Oh, but these are from the week before because I didn't get them mailed. I'm like, what has happened here? So these are the week befores that still have not got mailed. Ava Allen, Nebby Needle, no, my gosh, it's by the Nebby Needle. It is Sophia Lucero, sorry. Cherry Go Christmas is the Grammys Live. Yes. This is Val, If You'll Holler at Me, and this is Jackie Onion. And then this week's shares will be, if I can get my pen here and get to going. We have, I just grabbed some out of the bin in there. This is by Black Star Design. And it's called Our Liberty Preserved. Use the word liberty. There you can see it. Our Liberty Preserved by Sacrifices. That would make a beautiful drum. So use the word liberty. This one is, it is beautiful. It's got this beautiful design and then this cartouche in the center. But it is beautiful and it's all in French. So if you're interested in this, use the word French, R-E-N-C-H, like, you know, like dressing or clowns or, you know, whatever. It's by Rouge Durine. Use the word French for that one. This one is a heron, and I love this. It's by Brenda Franklin, and it's called Great Blue Heron. Use the word blue. B-L-U-E, blue. Look at that, is beautiful. If somebody stitches this, please let me know. I'd love to see it, but I'm not going to get to it anytime soon, ever, because I'm so behind. So I'm just going to go and somebody stitch it and let me know how beautiful it turns out, because that is gorgeous. This is by Blackberry Lane. This is called Jingle All the Way. Use the word jingle. Look at that. That is so pretty. That's a beautiful ornament. Oh my gosh, that's gorgeous. And then this one is, just use the word heart. It's designs by, and the writing's so small and I don't have my contacts in here. DHC. It's another French one. But use the word heart for this one. Use the word heart for that guy. Isn't that beautiful? That is so pretty. So I'm gonna jump off here today. I know this was rushed and fast. Like I said, you may have to slow down my crazy fast talking to understand what I'm saying. But I hope you like the little patriotic walkthrough, patriotic flip through, show and tell. I did. But now I've got to go get all these displayed. Like I said, we'll have people coming in. CJ and them will be there this afternoon. Then some more people will be in from Arkansas late. And then tomorrow people will be getting here off and on all day. So it's going to be a lot of fun and real busy. And I can't wait to see all my people together. We're going to have all the fun. So y'all have a happy Friday. Have a great weekend. Have a great Memorial Day. And thank you to all those who have served and sacrificed, and enjoy your family and friends. Bye.